How do you give that power back to mom and pop shops and help them challenge Amazon?
Well, thanks for inviting me, Emily. The main way we do that is by giving them technology tools that historically have only been available to much larger businesses. So we give them the opportunity to shop on a machine learning based assortment. So the recommendations that they're getting, we're pretty confident those products are going to sell in their stores. And then we give them other tools that are typically only available to much larger businesses, like net 60 payment terms and the ability to return goods when they're not selling in their stores. So all of that is something that historically has not been an opportunity for smaller businesses, and we know they can compete when we can level the playing field for them.
So how are these supply chain challenges impacting these smaller businesses and entrepreneurs? How are they keeping their shelves stocked, especially going into the holidays?
So we're a two-sided marketplace. On one side, our supply are 40,000 brands in 80 countries. And then the demand side is over 300,000 retailers in North America and now in 15 countries in Europe. And they're facing different challenges associated with the supply chain traffic jam. On the brand side, they're trying to get components, but they're also able to communicate with retailers about what they have available and in stock and on quick ship. And that's something that retailers really appreciate. They can come to Faire and they can find out what's available. They can shop based on their values, including made in the USA, that oftentimes used to be something that was important to them for the origin of the business, but now they're also using it as shorthand for things that they think they're going to be able to get into their stores more quickly and accommodate their customers. Interestingly enough, we know that consumers want to shop with their local retailers. They feel really confident that they're going to pick products that resonate with them, but they also feel more confident that they can move more quickly and adapt to the changes, and they can find small goods with 40,000 brands to choose from. They can fill a void in their inventory very quickly by coming on Faire.
$400 million in new funding. How do you plan to use it?
Well, there's really three primary areas. The first is to continue expanding both in more categories and more geographies. I mentioned we entered Europe over the last 6 months. Have been really excited by the progress we're seeing there. We are over $150 million run rate. That's took us 3 years to get to that level in North America, and we did that in 6 months. So we'll continue emphasizing that growth. Second, we'll continue building tools that support both our retailers and our brands to again, level that playing field. And then third, we'll continue building out our team. We'll end this year at about 800 employees and expect to double that next year as we work on all the ways that we can support the brands and retailers to chase their dreams.
Almost $12.5 billion. That's a pretty big valuation. What are your plans to go public?
Well, right now we're really focused entirely on supporting the brands and retailers that are our customer base. If it turns out that being a public company would be in service of achieving those dreams, it's something that we would consider. But right now, we felt like this private financing was the right step.
And I know you're really passionate about women entrepreneurs, women-owned businesses. Quickly, how are women business owners faring post-pandemic?
Well, we read so much about how this has been a female recession and that women were really disproportionately impacted. One of the things that's so beautiful about Faire is we provide working capital tools for all businesses, small businesses, and many times those are underrepresented minorities and women. And what we've seen from both our brands who continue to grow and continue to come to Faire, now over 40,000 of them, and from our retailers who also continue to grow and succeed and drive more volume on our platform, we see them succeeding. And it's something that all of our employees are really proud of being able to support.